But I think the key here is just like give people a heads up before you yap about them.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to if you're my friend.
Damn.
Like I promise I will. No, I promise I'm gonna hide your identity, but to warn you, unless obviously, I mean, I'm not gonna come yap about my friend's most personal things.
I
So
mean,
if it's like
valid.
the general things, I ain't telling you, get pissed.
Let's do better.
Now, I think we're better off. I'd rather be that babe speaking about it openly while hiding your identity, omitting information,
But you
than
see-
being that friend who goes and talks about it with other people in general. So which one is better, really? You have a friend who's a podcaster who comes and speaks with it live, and you know her opinions and where she stands, compared to a friend who goes to a different friend group and chat shit.
You're always gonna chat shit in the different friend group. Why are you even lying? It's a fact.
Unless your friend groups are connected. Otherwise, why am I speaking to my other friend group about my other friend group yet?
So
they're not
isn't that
connected?
even worse? I feel no type of way though. Did you miss the fucking mic?
So sweet, let me tell you something. When the spice so sweet, let me tell you. When the spice so sweet, let me tell you something. When the spice so sweet, let me tell you.
What is in the air right now? No, Mercury is in vanilla, baby. I love it. Welcome back
Not
to the double-sided tape. My name is Ashley.
Nimra, this is episode 83. I'm not too sure.
Are
where
we even
to
sure
look.
about that?
No, I'm sure it's 83 for sure.
I bet. What's popping? What's happening?
We're back again. Your girl was taking a little break. Matter of fact, I'm anxious right now. My palms are sweaty. Mom's spaghetti. But anyway, it's a bad joke. But yeah, your girl's been going through it. So I'm back. I guess I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right. What's been happening?
Where a lot. If you can go for therapy, please go for therapy, because they're just going to prove that you're not insane. You know, the wildest thoughts you have about sitting, and especially if you're like an anxiety girly, a lot of people shame you for sitting down and overthinking. They'll be like, oh, you're just overthinking things. I mean, there are times where you actually are overthinking things and making up scenarios in your head. That's what anxiety is. But a lot of the parts, there is some sort of truth to it. It's only that your anxiety now amplifies it and makes it sound bigger than it actually is, even though it's a small thing. Now, that's what anxiety does. But sometimes it can make you feel like, you know, I could be crazy. Like, I'm overanalyzing. I'm thinking way too much about it. But you know what? You're not crazy. Your therapist would be like, yeah, you're thinking the way you're thinking, but it's also because you're responding the way you're responding because of a certain trauma that you're dealing with.
Or you dealt with, and now you're plugging it on other people.
Yeah, there are people who project, and that's why I advocate for therapy, because if you do go for therapy, you'll not project. It's very...
Lord.
Even the Lord is saying go to therapy. So it's going to be very hard for you to project if you're doing the work.
Yeah.
So go to therapy. Because I was sitting out here thinking I'm crazy, but my therapist is like, no, you're not crazy. You can just spot things, but it's how you're dealing with them that can be a little bit of cuckoos. And she's like, that's what you need to improve on. But I was like, yes, we take notes.
All right, cool. All right.
Also get a brown therapist. Here's the thing. A lot of brown girls are gonna understand this, because a lot of the...
As a brown girl, get a brown therapist?
Yeah.
Okay, not
Yeah.
as general people. Okay.
No, not as general
All
people.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
like if that's what I say. If you're brown, like get a brown therapist, simply because they understand the cultural dynamics that make up, play a part
Understood.
into the thing. Because like if you go to a white therapist, she's gonna tell, why don't you talk to your parents about boundaries? Try that in an Indian household. Ati boundaries. What is that? I'm sure. I mean, the babes can relate. We can't even like close the door without being asked, why is the door closed? But yeah. Go to a brown therapist.
Damn, okay. Well, it's been unpacked, kids. It's been unpacked. On your notes, you say chill guy. What is it about chill guy?
Have you guys seen that meme, by the way?
No.
The chill guy memes on TikTok? It's like a dog, and it's basically a meme.
Oh, that's what the meme is. Okay, it's a chill guy.
Chill guy.
Oh.
So I'm just a chill guy. Like, I'm just a girl. Now the
chill.
guys have gotten their version of I'm just a chill guy. Until he says he's a chill guy, but he also low-key crashes. Have you ever met somebody who says they're a chill guy, who comes off as calm and and then one day they just go...
Nobody who says what they are is actually the thing that they are.
Yeah.
Except for me saying I'm a badass bitch. But yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I didn't know that was a meme. So I've been using it. I've been seeing it, but damn, I'm sorry to everybody who sent me that meme and they thought that I understood what they meant.
Yeah.
In real sense, I didn't understand jack shit that you meant, but honesty is key, right?
But I think you can just find it. But yeah, chill guys. We know them. And when they flip, it's usually a bit crazy because I'm just like, aren't you supposed to chill?
What was your experience? Dude, so I feel like there's a backstory here.
No, not really. Not a deep story. It's just that, again, it's like, for example, you like to go out and something like that, right? And then one day someone meets you and Ashley goes like, I don't go out anymore. I'd be like, what? That kind of thing.
Don't know me that well then. Clearly. So does this tie into now the woke guys conversation? Because
there's a lot going on. That
was-
one, we'll put a pin on it to the end.
Oh.
Yeah. How is your week?
Lol.
I don't want to reveal it.
My week's okay. I mean, hectic as usual, a little bit more hectic than it should be. But yeah, listen, all in all, I move in positivity. I have great energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I love the people who are around me because they give me grace and the support system is dope. So yeah, having a rough one. Q4 is moving so fast. Like I'm talking to everybody and they're telling me how, Q4 is moving at 20 kph. 150 fucking kph. And it's so real because tell me why I have 17 things to do in one day.
Are you crazy?
And all 17 things are in one place and then I have 100 more things to do. Bro, Q4 needs to chill the fuck up. Calm down. I don't know why it's not December right now, but
I always tell people, like, for creatives, you'd expect, people are now looking for me right now because everyone's coming down into the city. So everyone's like, oh, yeah, where are you? And I'm just like, guys, I'm still working and I'm still in school in December. As a creative, for me, that's like the busiest time of the season when everyone's coming down to holiday. They're like, oh, come down, let's take a trip. And I'm like, let's take a trip where? I am busy because there's no time to do that. But anyway, yeah, that's more about it. And
yeah, so technically that's what Q4 is doing to us. It's whooping our asses. But you know what? I'm pretty fine with it because I feel like the next year is going to be pretty calm. I mean, hectic, but less hectic then. Because also I feel like after Mandamano, people were in a rush to pick up from where they were. And there was kind of like a lag of things that you needed to do back then. So the heat increased now. Now is when people are hitting their KPIs, setting new KPIs, figuring out, okay, now that we've lost like 2 months, because technically we lost like 2 months.
Yeah.
Now that we've lost 2 months, how do we recover those 2 months in 1 month or in a few weeks? Let me tell you guys, it's not possible. Just wait for the next year. But yeah, all in all, I'm grateful.
What are your projections for like next year?
I don't do that.
Like not a goal, not a... because I don't set resolutions. So this is not a resolution. This is like something you desire.
I'm just trying to be rich as fuck.
Yeah, because people want to be rich. Someone wants to get married. Like, so what is it for you?
Not married, no. But I'm just trying to be rich as fuck, to be honest.
I like that.
Yeah, rich as fuck. I have one to...
What was that?
Let me not say that. I have lucrative... How do I put this? I have lucrative opportunities with a man.
So you're supposed to be traveling on one of them.
That will be fun. Also, I'm so sorry. Let me text him and tell him I'm doing this, talking about you on the pod one last time.
Did he tell you not to talk about him on the pod?
On the pod. Low-key snitching. Wait.
Did he watch the other episode?
Yeah.
Oh.
He was not happy with me.
Why? Oh, because he didn't ask for permission.
Not even that. Okay, and I fully understand. My God, I'm really just gonna keep doing this, right? It's not, and I fully understand where he came from. It's not that I didn't ask for permission. It's that I didn't give a heads up.
Yeah, that's the same thing. Like you didn't let him know.
It's not permission. I was gonna talk about it either way.
Yeah.
I didn't give him a heads up, which I fully understand, and which I was just like, damn, I'm sorry. So, and even after we recorded the podcast, I was like, do I really want to tell him that I talk? It was me. It was my fears that overcame that situation because I was just like, do I really want to tell him that I had this conversation? And I didn't. And even when he was just like, oh, yay, podcast has dropped. Let me go watch it. I said, give it some time. Give it a minute. Knowing damn well.
You're not ready.
No, I wasn't ready. And no, yeah, for sure that was on me. So I'm
Yeah.
sorry about that. He was not happy about that. Also, just being more vulnerable on the camera than I am. I was too directly with him, which I fully understand. Like, these are things that I should have discussed with him beforehand instead of coming and yapping.
Or you've yapped about it before you've spoken to him about it. Oh, yeah, I get
Instead
that.
of yapping.
I get that.
But yeah, shout out to you. So yeah, that's cute.
So what is the information now that you've apologized?
What information?
You were supposed to tell us something more about him. Or this is what was
We
the...
we have closed that chapter.
Okay.
There's nothing else we're talking about there.
Because that was a long apology. I was like, okay, are we getting into some tea or what with that apology?
No. There's no tea. I mean, it's
okay.
cute.
That's
it's
great.
Cute and everything.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
But yeah, that was fun. I'm realizing that I can't just yap on this podcast the way I want to yap anymore. But I think the key here is just like give people a heads up before you yap about them.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to if you're my friend.
Damn.
Like I promise I will. No, I promise I'm a hide your identity, but to warn you, unless obviously, I mean, I'm not gonna come yap about my friend's most personal things. So
I mean,
if it's like
valid.
the general things, I ain't telling you, get pissed.
Okay, but after we yap about them, we might as well say, see, this is the reason people don't want to become friends with podcasters. Because we're over here like, oh my God, that happened. That happened. And then later on, we're just like, what happened? I have a friend. And what happened was...
Honestly...
And then they hear it and they're just like, bitch, you're talking about me? And you're like, oh, sorry. I thought you knew that I'd talk about... No, let's do better.
No, I think we're better off. I'd rather be that babe speaking about it openly while hiding your identity, omitting information, than being that friend who goes and talks about it with other people in general. So which one is better, really? You have a friend who's a podcaster who comes and speaks with it live, and you know her opinions and where she stands, compared to a friend who goes to a different friend group and chat shit.
You're always going to chat shit in the different friend group. Why are you even lying? It's a fact.
Unless your friend groups are connected. Otherwise, why am I speaking to my other friend group about my other friend group yet?
So isn't that even worse?
I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. Like if that group and this group don't know each other, why the hell am I going to that
within
group?
the same friend group? Isn't that even worse?
Not within the friend group.
No, I get you.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
just want to clarify. That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking between the two, a friend who's a podcaster who you know very well is going to put your business out there, and between a friend who's going to go behind your back to a different group and chat shit, which one is better?
How about you do both?
How about you do
Might
that?
as well. But you don't have to say the name even when you talk about the person with the other
But I would
friend group.
completely not just bring them up unless it's something relevant to the conversation. For example, we're talking about going on a vacation, then I'd be like, oh, there's a friend of mine who went there, unless it's relevant. Otherwise, there's no reason why I'm bringing up another person in that conversation.
Valid point.
Yeah.
Okay, so for content... So basically what you're saying is for content purposes, you will yap about that person.
Yes, I will yap about you on the podcast, not anywhere else.
Thank you for being our source
my friend.
of content.
Yeah.
Specifically.
I even tell some of my friends, I'm like, yeah, thanks for giving me content. Let me write that down on my notepad, live on your face.
Majority of them already know that we're gonna come and yap about them.
Exactly.
But for anybody that we've yapped about and they didn't see it comfortable. So this is the thing as well. See, people will watch the podcast. And see, I love what I'm doing. I love doing this, right? But people will watch the podcast. And if you're close enough, or if the friend group watches the podcast as well, because I know for damn sure my exes people watch that podcast and they were just like,
they're talking about you.
They're talking about you.
Well, I
feel like I'm saying?
Well, I feel like there are clips that have gone to my ex already. Look at what she said about
yeah,
you.
my God.
Yeah.
But
then do I care? And I'm just like, no, that's what I stand for. So I'm sorry.
Guys need to understand that some of the conversations are actually not me. I'm just clearing the air.
True.
Because I'm usually asked, So is that you that are talking about the podcast?
Hey, tunakuchomea.
No, I'm like, they just talk about we have different friends. And
Yeah.
it's not. It doesn't cut across the board that I'm the only friend that they actually relate to. Like I think the last episode that we did, and we were talking about the girl coming over and them. Stop laughing. Like that wasn't me. You're giving me such a coy laugh.
No. No, I see what you mean. It's because, I mean,
I was
definitely.
just clearing the air.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Also, how are you guys doing?
We're good. How are you doing?
Easy, I'm
We've
easy.
missed you on the mic.
Thank you.
Have you missed being on the mic with us?
Thank you.
The girls surely did. Austin's voice.
This nigga said, thank you. Did you see what he did? I love you. It's because he didn't say I love you.
Yeah, I told you I'll get you back.
I feel no type of way though. Did you miss the fucking mic?
Yes, I did.
See?
I did.
See, with the chest.
Yes, I missed the mark.
Hey, sorry.
It's okay. If the women knew how much Austin is trying to lick that mic, they'd listen to
What?
DST more. Yeah.
But no,
Haven't you seen the women on the comment section? Austin's voice. Oh my God. Aki Austin's
They
voice.
should see Byron.
Oh my God. Austin's voice.
Byron is back there snickering.
Oh my God. Austin's
Byron.
voice.
Utalia, relax.
I'm an OG. I just.
Oh, not the OJ.
I'm an OG.
It's true.
I'm actually grown now.
You're a grown man.
I'm 38.
But it's hey. Do you know you're clocking for? Are you scared of
Daddy.
40?
No, I'm not.
Are you excited?
I am.
What are
I
you
am
excited?
relishing.
What are you excited about when you hit 40?
His
Better-
waistline is still good.
Better decisions, better hairline.
Better hairline?
Yes.
I mean, your hairline is intact, so I see why.
Yeah.
Go off.
Also, better choices in life. Also having the
Byron said women.
also having the ability to be able to process your emotions and recuse yourself if at all you feel a situation is not doesn't
suit you.
Doesn't suit you. Yeah.
Do you think you're not doing that right now? Or do you think at a younger age you're not capable of doing those things?
I was erratic at my younger age. I would say something that probably I would actually regret saying, and then later on I'd be like, I shouldn't have said that. Right now I have to sift through whatever it is that I want to say first, and then see the repercussions and see the ramifications of it, and then come up with a way forward. Like if I wanted to say to a lady that, hey, I want to have, what was that word? I'm forgetting.
Coitus.
Not coitus.
Why did you put him
There's
down?
a phrase for it. There's a phrase. Byron knows it.
Say it. What is it?
He knows it. But anyway.
I broke the straw.
But anyway, yeah. It's just a matter of being grown and being able to understand yourself better and understand where other people are coming from. Being empathetic.
Again, do you think that can come at a younger age?
It can, but with the inexperience of youth, I highly doubt you're able to achieve that at a younger age.
Yeah.
It can, but with the inexperience of youth, I cast my doubt upon it.
You cast your doubt upon it.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, agreed. Because, there's some things you just need to experience to learn from. And there's no other way you would learn. There's like no other way.
Yeah.
Even if you had a manual, you would still not do it the same way.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I agree. Like the things that come with experience. But I feel like if you're intentional about specific growth, then you can actually people who are younger, who are probably more mature than others, right? And that simply comes with them being intentional about how they treat people, how they act towards people, how they treat themselves, etc. And yes, experience is value, for sure. But then at the same time, you can have the same characteristics as someone who's 35, 34, and you're 28, 20, 26, based on your intentionality to actually learn people and to understand where people are coming from. I'm not saying take away experience. I'm simply saying with intentionality can come mental growth. And also learning how, like the one thing you said was learning how to deal with, was it your emotions or
Yes,
your
emotional quotient.
emotional caution? Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
EQ.
Yeah.
Your EQ can grow at a young age as long as you're intentional about it, right? I'd say no. Okay, do tell.
I think it can grow. I think intentionality now comes with maturity, like you said. And for some people at a young age, yes, they could be intentional, but because now your frontal lobe, like literally scientifically, has not developed, you're not able to fully translate that. Like, yes, you could have the intentions. Yes, you could be like super mature at the young age. But for you to be able to implement that, I think that requires now time, age, and experience to help you implement. Yes, you'll have the intention. You can even be 18 and you'll find the most mature kid. But for them to have a thought and to implement it is like two different things. Because I think for you to be able to fully implement it the right way, quote unquote, there has to be experience to support that. Again, frontal lobe developing. Say like, again, even like babes, when you're under 25, as much as you are mature and everything, you're like, yeah, I want this kind of guy. I don't want a guy who parties. But then after you turn 25 and after you're like, it's not wrong to party. I actually like this. You'll have the idea, yes, but it changes as you grow with that experience.
And that's fine, and that's why there's growth.
Yeah.
Simply that's why there's growth. What I'm saying is you can have it and grow with it. I'm not saying that there's no growth. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying that there's no growth. And also that the execution bit, when you're intentional, the idea is for you to execute.
But you see, you're thinking about it very one-tracked in a very practical way in that sense, because everyone's idea is to execute. Say, I have an idea right now, and I'll call someone, say, I'll pick up the phone and execute. But how that plays out now is what you can't control.
But you also can't control it when you're at an older age.
No, you're able to, because like he said, now your EQ will develop and you're able to sit back and say, no, this is not how I want to move, even though that's originally how you'd want to move.
I wasn't talking about intelligence or anything.
Yeah,
It
EQ.
was just because I felt in my younger days, my emotional intelligence was
You personally.
yes, I am holding myself accountable. My emotional intelligence was wanting. And right now, tracking back to what I was back then and now, I feel there's great milestones that I've made in my life and something that I should be proud of. I would be proud of, and I'd actually like to pass it on to my son that, hey, it's okay to actually not have this thing figured out at this particular age. Don't beat yourself too hard.
Exactly.
For instance, for not being able to understand why a woman would have, say, a varied opinion when it comes to something that you hold dear, like say you leaving your clothes all over. There's organization in disorganization for most men. So for you need to have that ability to actually place yourself in this other person, and that calls for a higher level of understanding, and that is progressive, and progression is experience.
Yep.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I never disagreed with you.
I was just
No, I fully agree with you. What I'm saying is you can also make those progressions as
Valid.
at a younger age,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? Higher than the other age groups. But yes, experience definitely does come into play. Anyway, bad transition?
Doo-doon, doo-doon.
Go forth.
Rapunzel was voted the best Disney princess movie. Rapunzel, let your hair down.
Yeah, I was going to say some wild shit. What?
This is the DST podcast.
It had to be white with long hair.
You know what?
Couldn't be fucking
Like a black
Yasmin.
princess, yeah.
Or what's that babe in Ratatouille?
I don't know.
Is it Ratatouille? Not
Yeah, but I get your
Ratatouille,
point. It could have been.
No, the one with the... Is that what it's called? The one who was shuffling it up. It's called it. What did I think of Ratatouille? It's like a human
Yeah,
being.
because I was just like,
Yeah, it couldn't be that, babe.
you're right, actually.
Even Cinderella, I think she was mixed race.
Yeah. Cinderella, I love that. Which was bringing me.
Cinderella is always suffering one way or another. Honor, she hasn't been given the award for the best princess. How many people know Rapunzel other than Cinderella?
Actually, that's true. Cinderella is more popular. In fact, that was the question. Like, if you're now to be a Disney princess, who would you be?
I'd be fucking Aladdin's babe.
You'd be Princess Jasmine?
Jasmine.
Ooh.
Let's go, Ja. Also, she got that little
Yeah, like the figure.
Yeah, she's got it.
And she's living in like the Arab world, technically. So if you're modern
She's got
day.
Arab money.
That's what I'm saying. If you're modern day Princess Jasmine, you got money.
Now I'm thinking about it. Are there any thick princesses?
Just Jasmine.
Fiona from Shrek.
Okay.
But Fiona, she isn't a Disney princess. That's
princess,
true.
yeah.
But at the same time, let's talk about Fiona. Fiona was ugly when she was Shrek, when she was bigger.
Yeah.
But then when she turned into Fiona, she became the society standard.
Yeah.
When she turned into Fiona, she was beautiful Princess Fiona.
Yeah.
She was accepted. So yes, Fiona from Shrek, but only when she was Shrek. Only when she was an ogre was when she was thick, right?
But regardless, she was put in the society standards for her to be pretty.
Snow White, no.
Okay, these are the princesses: Snow White, Cinderella, Aurora, Ariel, Belle, Jasmine, Pocahontas, Mulan. Mulan, yeah, that Mulan was the next one. Mulan, Tiana, Rapunzel, Merida, Moana, and Raya.
Yeah, that's the ocean. Babe.
Merida.
Oh, that's
Brave,
Brave.
yeah.
Oh, yes. Brave had some nice long red hair. That was nice.
Ariel is also a water babe, yeah? Yeah.
Ariel is a
also
water babe.
Mermaid.
Mulan
is like the fighter babe.
the fighter babe,
Yeah.
and what's her
Pocahontas.
name? Pocahontas. Story about Pocahontas. Apparently,
It's a true
it's
story.
based on a true story.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, like for real.
Yes, like
Yeah.
the Native American.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Native Americans. So literally every time a man goes like, "Hey, you're bit to be," I'm like, do you know about Pocahontas?
Pocahontas. They think
Even Moana.
Even Moana.
Even has some element of truth in
True
it because
things.
of it originates from the Maori culture.
The
Yeah,
Maori,
Maori
yeah.
culture.
I feel like majority of this princesses actually it is based on true stories.
a part of a true story, yeah, for sure.
Like you can't tell me you came up with those stories.
But then Beauty and
out
the
of nowhere.
Beast, because that's who I think I would
I mean,
be. I'd be Belle.
Technically, Beauty and the Beast does talk about our current society.
That's true. I mean, they've all got like life lessons in it, like
Yeah.
Cinderella and her twin sisters who are
To
haters.
date, still happens.
Yeah. But anyway, that was my bad transition.
Yeah, I just have an issue with the fact that
It had to be a white baby.
it had to be a white hair with long ass hair. Was her hair? It was blonde, wasn't it?
Also, like, white people don't have such long hair, though. So I'm wondering where she got the jeans. That's what I'm
It's thin
saying. Where
hair.
did she get the jeans for a braid that was that long enough to pull a man all the way up to the castle? So that's also another whitewashing. You stole it from the Indians. White babes don't have thick hair like that.
Actually, we need to figure out the origins of these princesses.
Yeah, let's do that.
Origin of the bad
Bad
bitches. Origin of the bad bitch. Because I feel like Moana, Pocahontas, we only understand where they come from because they're different. They're not necessarily stacked up with the other babes. And Jasmine.
And Mulan as
And
well, because Mulan
Mulan.
was Asian, right?
Yeah. If we start looking at this other babes, other than Ariel, because we clearly know that she's from the ocean. But what side of the ocean? Is it Pacific? Is it the Indian Ocean? Is it... See, we don't necessarily give too much thought into it. Where was Cinderella born?
Cinderella.
Was it...
In Tanzania. Sorry.
Okay, Diamond.
In
Ali Kiba.
Oh, it's
Far,
Alikiba.
far away.
Whoops.
Rudy home, wewe.
Sit your ass down.
Rudy nyumbani.
Anyway, fuck y'all niggas. We need to figure out the origin of these princesses is where
Getting me
we're gonna
into
wrap this
conspiracy
up.
theorists, but I
Let's
think
go.
I think she was in the
conspiracy.
Atlantic Ocean. I think so.
Ona. See.
Why?
Okay, well,
Kwani she can't. There's
I feel like she should.
African Ocean.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Indian Ocean. Angekuwa pale Madagascar.
Actually, I think because the is it the octopus or the
Let me try and chat
the
GPT.
crab?
Yeah.
Is it Trinidadian or?
Oh, yes.
So
It's an
could be
island, babe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could be she's actually an island babe.
I see your point.
Mixed with the British and the locals.
I see
So
your
which
point.
ocean is that then? Connecting to Jamaica? Indian Ocean then?
I'm not sure.
Lord
No.
knows.
It's between the Atlantic or the Pacific.
Pacific. Yeah, it couldn't be Indian Ocean.
Yeah.
This is research that we need to
Hey,
do. Now you
yeah,
got me
I even
thinking.
went to ChatGPT, but it's giving me some bullshit. So we'll go and look at
If
it.
you already figured out that they don't know what they're talking about, no offense. If you want to give us a job, we can promote you guys.
Yeah, we promote tech because women in tech, girlies
Women in
in
tech,
tech.
for real.
Speaking of tech, apparently TikTok is being banned in the state from January.
Yeah. So,
Thoughts?
they had what is it called with the CEO? What is it called? Where you sit in a place and they grill the shit out of
Congress hearing.
a Congress hearing sometime back. I think it was the beginning of this year, beginning to the mid
Yes.
of this year. And technically it was around privacy. A lot of things about privacy were there. The state in the States specifically is where it's being banned, right? Also, ownership was a very big thing because, I mean, he's from Asia.
Yeah.
He's Chinese. So
That's the main issue.
It's a main issue.
Always been the issue, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
So a lot of things came into play. But now officially, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, they did announce that they did come to a consensus and they have decided that from January, TikTok will not be available in
US.
the USA. Now, Mike, I have questions, right? The amount of money that TikTok has made people in the USA, like the economy has boomed between COVID. I'm assuming between COVID and now, because COVID was when
It blew up.
TikTok really blew
Yeah.
up and creators started making bank. Different brands also started making bank from this specific platform, right? And even now, I think in Africa, what we're really trying to do, even personally in my job, what I'm trying to do is really implement TikTok strategies because it works. Like people are consistently on TikTok for specifically edutainment. What happens to all these creators who have made a living off of TikTok?
You might
because if you look at it, Instagram specifically is for static images and yes, Reels. But before you even think about going on Reels, you start with TikTok. If you want to research about anything and everything, the first thing you go to is not Reels.
Yes.
It's TikTok. Instagram is more aesthetic if you look at it that way.
Facts.
Like I'm not going to listen to you yappa on Reels. I want it short, I want it quick, I want it aesthetic. Move. There's no way long format, because TikTok also handles long format and short format content, right? Where people sit there for 62 episodes of where I broke up with my husband.
That babe.
That babe.
Who everyone knows.
Niggas literally sat there and watched the shit out of it, right? Also, creators have been able to literally create their mini vlogs there instead of literally putting everything on YouTube. And if you look at it, someone like Monet, I think you know Monet. She's a TikToker. She never posts Reels on her Instagram. She rarely posts Reels on her Instagram. She posts TikTok videos, and then she tells you, go check out my static images, the carousel that I posted on my Instagram. Tell me how easy it's going to be to migrate.
So let me first start with explaining something. There is a conference that I kind of attended. It was all about media strategy. And this is talking about both traditional and digital media, yada, yada, trying to find these two kind of medias to work in sort of synchronity and not trying to change a traditional media to be digital media, because there's so much going on, first of all. So in that particular conference, they arrived to the conclusion, this was with a couple of experts, that you need to actually know as a creator what you want from each platform.
Valid.
And the whole idea of, like what you said, that lady is doing, she's doing really good where she's not, posting reels. And you're supposed to do that because each platform now has its purpose. Now you need to find what purpose it plays for you and your audience.
That's true.
So through that, it's either you choose the platforms, and when we're talking about migrating now, we need to look at the apps that are similar to what TikTok is providing in the US. So I'm not too sure which apps those are that could be similar, but there were a couple of them that came up that are kind of like TikTok. So eventually it happens, the great migration. For example, now YouTube was big back then, and now, funny enough, we're seeing YouTube make an even bigger comeback. And in fact, YouTube subscriptions and content consumption in the US is going even higher. YouTube is becoming big. And all these platforms, I feel like they're trying to experiment also on their own, the way TikTok evolved to long format things. So as a creator, it's for you to determine, where is your strongest audience and who you want to connect with. For example, I truly feel like nowadays Instagram is such a like resume. If it's giving a lot of resume vibes that, if I want to see what you're about, let me go to Instagram. But who you truly are is now probably on TikTok, where you're more free. So you as a creator need to pick what purpose you want to serve, what are you trying to get from it, and how we move. Now, if I was to advise somebody right now who's big on TikTok and you are confused or feeling scared about the ban, start YouTube. Start YouTube now. And this is all information that's coming from a conference that was also given by the TikTok, what's his name? The CEO. He also gave tips and tricks. So YouTube is the next big thing because they've really changed up a lot of things on YouTube as well, where you can still watch short form, you can still watch long form. So yeah, as a creator, you pick what platforms. And I also truly believe as a creator, see must to queer on all platforms.
No, that's true.
Yeah, you can pick like two and stick with it.
And that's what you were saying. So my focus was on people who are
big on
their
TikTok.
niche is specifically on TikTok.
Then go to YouTube.
Let me tell you,
YouTube
right
is
now,
big.
Yeah, even right now, what I do when I'm selecting creators, I select specifically for their platform.
Yeah.
If I'm selecting you for TikTok, it's for TikTok.
Only.
You'll probably have more deliverables on TikTok than you do on Instagram, which will be your supporting.
Yes.
But let me ask you a question. You personally, and also we're not gonna suffer from. No, actually, we will suffer from this, considering we're not gonna be getting the same content that we currently get. Do you get what I mean?
I get you.
On TikTok,
But we will adapt as well.
We will adapt for sure, but at the same time, the content that we appreciate on TikTok might not come in the same format.
I understand what you mean, the authenticity of the TikTok,
because
of the app.
we're missing so many creators who have literally we've grown with to the point where we understand who they are and how they do it. She's our what are the swing girls called? Yeah. But at the same time, I have a question for you. Actually, for everybody in the room, if we may go there. For you individually as a consumer, would you utilize YouTube as a social format, as a social platform?
Yes.
Where, see the way you fall asleep with TikTok on, or when you wake up, you do whatever, the first three, I would say for me personally, even Twitter is not necessarily there. You're near news. The first three platforms I open, my Instagram, my Snapchat, in that order. My Snapchat, my Instagram, and my TikTok, right? Because those are my key platforms for me personally.
Yeah.
I will never enter YouTube. I rarely enter YouTube unless I'm watching the podcast. Or unless I'm looking for music when people are in my house and we're chilling, right? I want to tune into Wake Up Call. I'll go onto YouTube when we're chilling in the house. I want to watch a music video. I'll go onto YouTube. TikTok has also made it so much easier for us to find content from YouTube.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
I get
so
you.
it literally migrates from,
Yeah.
we watch full series.
It's an SEO platform now.
Yes.
TikTok is an SEO platform.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We watch full series on TikTok. Like, I'll sit there and I'm just like into comments too.
Babes,
Watch the full episode of a series on bloody TikTok.
it's easy. You know why? Again, let's, for example, Facebook, when it was hot, right? There was a kind of content that was on Facebook, but not anywhere else.
Yeah.
What happened is when your app started coming, you start migrating, you start transitioning, and it also changes the way you consume content in the long run. So personally, honestly, if TikTok is banned, I'm going to look for the next best option and consume what I'm getting there. Am I going to miss TikTok?
Yes.
Hell yes. But also, TikTok being banned in the US is good for us because we get more monetization opportunities. No, No, there's the taxation, but you also have to understand we've never been able to monetize before on social media platforms in this country. No, you've not been able to directly monetize as a creator from the platform. You've been able to do that as an influencer.
That's why they're doing
But
Meta.
that's what I'm saying.
That's why they're doing Meta Connect.
Yeah, you've
For
not
the
been
past few
able
years.
to do it for a while. So now Meta has done it through Facebook and Instagram, right? TikTok, the monetization has come this year. Full monetization. Exactly what I'm saying. So if TikTok gets banned in the US and if they don't decide to follow the US and don't ban it in Kenya, it's good for us because we get more opportunity, because that means the application guys as well need to focus on this side of the world as well when it comes to creators and monetization. The focus just won't be in America for those platforms, because Americans right now on TikTok monetize more than Kenyans, and this is not
Valid.
only because of taxes, it's because,
No, taxes
it's
is a
Kenya.
big, actually.
I mean, of
it's
course we are
big.
being taxed.
There's a reason we haven't been able to monetize in Kenya
It's-
specifically.
That's what I said. Like over there, it's more money. Out here, pesa ni kidogo huko.
Okay.
Like if it's 100 here and we're being taxed 60, and it's 100 there, they're being taxed 40. So they still earn more and be paid more, because them they'll pay their 200 for a video, they'll pay 100 for a video here. But
Alrighty.
yeah, money is important. That's the point. If I was a TikToker and it was being banned, I'd move to YouTube. That's my advice.
All right. Welcome to our TED Talk, and thank you for attending our TED Talk. Alrighty. On that
Bye.
point, it's a wrap. Thank you for watching. Wrap it up. Come. Straight to the cameras. Straight to the cameras. Straight to the cameras.
With the,
Bye.
bye. Thank you. Bye.